In the last video, I referenced, I think I called it part 8, and it might have been part 9. And I don't know what part this is. I'll just put it in the fucking description when I fucking rewatch over this shit. Anyways, in the last video, I talked about the resentment that I built towards my siblings as, the oldest daughter that was parentified and basically did fucking everything. And so I ended up telling my first sister that my mother was tired of her, which wasn't true. I was, because I kept getting disrespected and there was no apology, there was no nothing for it. One time, we actually got into a physical altercation. And she basically, I had a headache. We shared a room. The house was small. And it wasn't even a house. It was a fucking apartment. It was a 3-bedroom apartment. My Nana got her own room. My mom shared a room with my baby sister and my brother. And me and my sister shared one room. And I had a really bad headache. I had really bad insomnia. And I had actually finally, for the first time in a while, fallen asleep. Like, really fallen asleep. And I was furious upon waking up because she was talking really loud on the phone and she turned on the light. And all I wanted to do... Hold up. But yeah, all I wanted to do was just try to take a nap so that I could spend my insomnia hours working on schoolwork that I had to do because I was in AB classes and that was hours worth of fucking homework. And I unplugged the light and took it out to the living room. She went completely off, jumped on my back because I had turned my back to her to take the lamp into the living room because I needed to freaking sleep. I needed to get rid of the massive fucking headache that I had. Like, I was prone to really, really bad migraines during like these times, and I couldn't get medical fucking attention or anything because no one would see it as anything serious. Headache meds did not fucking work. That migraine Excedrin shit did not fucking work. Anything that I could get over the counter didn't fucking work. And a lot of the times, I had gone a long time without getting new glasses. And like years, because I guess you're supposed to get it like new glasses every year, but that never happens. I have yet to actually get glasses that often. But I might have actually needed new glasses at the time that we couldn't afford because I don't think eye care was covered. But I had a super bad headache. So I took the dang lamp out of the room. She ended up jumping on my back and choking me, like her arm around my fucking throat. And I told her multiple times, calmly, mind you, while I am almost unable to breathe. Now, this, I was holding back the monster that was about to come out from being triggered with choking. And I calmly told her multiple times, let me go. I said it, and I said, let me go. And then I just got more and more angry. I said, let me go. And then she wouldn't. My Nana was even screaming at her, like telling her to let go. And so I turned around and I bit her. And when I turned around and like bit her, because the closest part that I could reach with her arms around my throat was her cheek. So she ended up getting a bruise on her face. And my Nana told us to separate. And I'm the only one who really got in trouble. She could have killed me right then and there because she refused to let me go. And if I hadn't bitten her, she wouldn't have let me go. Now, mind you, I do not blame her at all. Not because of childhood trauma, but because this is the only reason why I'm saying this is because, one, she probably doesn't even fucking remember. I don't know what she remembers, and I never asked. But she was constantly being called demon child by my Nana. Little did they know. It was me. I'm the problem. I'm the one that, doesn't subscribe to their belief system. But I felt bad. I was the only one who got in trouble. We both should have gotten in trouble. But I was the only one who got in trouble, and I thought it was really weird because she's like, you're the oldest. You're not supposed to be fighting like this because, that's the excuse for everybody treating me like absolute fucking garbage is, I'm the oldest. So I'm supposed to fucking know better, which transferred into I'm wrong no matter what, all the time, no matter how many different fucking people get involved, I'm wrong. Which means that every time in a relationship, I have to fix me before I even address anything with anyone else. And if they say, oh, you remember it wrong, oh, it's me, I'm wrong. And I took that to heart, no matter how much physical fucking evidence I had of, them not giving a fuck about me. If they did not, it was weird. It was really weird. They had to physically tell me that they did not want me, or that they, no longer wanted to be a part of whatever this was in order for me to believe it. Like, I was trying to force them to tell me that they didn't want to be in a relationship with them or with me or whatever the case was. I literally went out of my way in not only that, but friendships where instead of reading their actions, because reading actions wasn't enough in my family to warrant me saying the things that was actually the real version of this, because I could only believe what they said, not what they were doing to me. And mind you, in this family, if you're not getting beat the fuck up, it's not abuse. And it was fucking absolutely fucking ridiculous. But she was getting called demon child all the time. So I didn't blame her. She was a product of the same circumstances that I was. And I still don't blame her. And we apologize for all of that shit anyways, later on. But yeah, my Nana would always call her demon child. My mom always seemed to treat her better. Sometimes she even seemed to treat her better than the youngest ones. And my Nana pointed that out too. My Nana had this air of liking me better, but when she called me the golden child, it was an insult. She's like, oh, you think you're the golden child because, I didn't do anything wrong all the time because I conformed to what everybody else wanted me to do. And when I got in trouble, I had to adjust to the exact frame that they were trying to put me in order to continue without continuously getting bombarded and berated with issues. And so, yeah, I didn't blame her at all. And then I'll explain details about the apology and all of that shit, because that goes into a completely different fucking topic. But I felt bad for her because she didn't ask for that. She was abused just as much as I was. Even if she wasn't a slave to everybody, she was abused just as much as I was. But anyways, that's the end of that.